Hello, welcome back to Morning Qi Gong with the Levy Tai Chi School and myself, Lao Shi Paul Nettles. It is Thursday, July the 2nd. We are creeping up through summer. Looks like a beautiful day. I hope you're here to enjoy it with me in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Let me say real quick off the bat, the Qi Gong classes in the museum have resumed. The museum is closed this Saturday for the 4th of July holiday. I will be there somewhere near the museum to do a live feed for anyone who cares to either join in person or simply watch on video. 10:30 Central Time, as always. Masked and distanced, of course, but we will be there if you are so inclined to come with, and if not, you can certainly watch. The other thing is a little more apparent. They've been building a house about 2 houses down from me for a while, and I came to the conclusion this morning that we are going to be faced with a barrage of building noises from here forward, I assume several weeks while they build this thing. So this is not a problem. This is an opportunity. This is an opportunity for myself and for you as a viewer, as a practitioner of the form, as a practitioner of mindfulness, to acknowledge the various noises we'll hear from down there. I think today they're framing. They'll probably be framing for a while, so we're going to be hearing banging and saws and so forth, hammers and nail guns. The challenge for us, our opportunity, is going to be to acknowledge and set aside those noises, to not engage ourselves in them, to get angry over them, to get upset over them, to get interested in them at all. We're going to acknowledge the fact that they're there, and we're going to ignore them and focus on ourselves. I'm going to focus inside. So that's our challenge. That's our opportunity for the next probably a month or so, if not longer. All that being said, we have been working on very small exercises, tools, pieces of movement that we can do as simple mindfulness exercising when we don't have time or just need a refresher or have limited space and opportunity. These little things you can do anywhere, literally anytime. They take a very little time, but one of the neat things with our bodies and our minds is that the more you train it, the more it will respond not to the behavior itself, but even the beginnings of the behavior. For instance, our Qi Gong, we always begin with a sow. Tai Chi, we always begin with 3 deep breaths before we move. It does not take long for our body to draw the connection between 3 deep breaths or a sow and the state of relaxation that we generate, over the course of the form, whether it be Tai Chi or Qi Gong. So your body quickly learns that to do a sow means probably I'll be relaxed for the next half an hour or so. I'll be moving slowly, and our blood pressure will drop down, and our heart rate will drop down, and I'll be focused and centered and everything. You quickly get to the point where that sow triggers that whole reaction without having to go through every step of the form. And going through the form further deepens and strengthens that response. Same with the Tai Chi. I can stand in shoulder width stance, relaxed, shoulders dropped, so forth, and take 3 deep breaths, and my body's already preparing itself for the relaxation and the joy that I receive from playing the Tai Chi form, the 37 posture short form. So we can trigger the same responses with simple behaviors. Of course, we can use parts of the Qi Gong form. We can use a sow if you have room to sow behind your desk at work, or in the living room when your kids are stressing you out, or in the backyard. These other little pieces can also tie into that same system. When we breathe slowly, that triggers a lot of things as a cascade effect in our bodies of relaxation and slowness that our form trains us into. So we've covered the inso, the Japanese circle drawn with the hand in the air. We've covered open the gate from the Tai Chi form. And we covered a little more physical piece, which was the golden rooster stands on one leg postures from the Tai Chi form. We're going to do one more Tai Chi piece today. I'm going to kind of hamstring it a little bit. The full posture is actually one of a series of 8 movements that we perform, the same movement 8 times, like our Qi Gong. But we're not going to do the stepping part of this. We're going to do a simple stationary version of it. We've done it in class before. It's been a while. We did it in the museum class more than a few times with the walking, since we had space and so forth, and we had a little time. The translations from the Chinese are always interesting because there's no, that I know of, very accurate, good translation from Cantonese or Mandarin into English. But I have heard it called, among other things, cloud and mountains, wave hands in clouds, or wave hands as clouds. I've also heard it called dragon plays with pearl, which is not a translation, I think, but more of a descriptive of the posture. I actually don't know the Cantonese for it, and I wouldn't try it even if I did. But it's a very simple circular movement that we can perform standing still, and can do like the inso and open the gate. Excuse me. We can perform very easily, very quickly. So let's try it. Get back just a little bit here. All right. So shoulder width with our feet, nice relaxed stance. Arms at rest. There's a posture in the Tai Chi form we call grasping the pearl, which is going to be a sort of a starting point for us. Right hand is relaxed, rounded a little bit, held high chest. The left is tucked under in a mirror image. So you get sort of a round shape, and you see the name then, grasping the pearl. Kind of a big pearl, but that's a relaxed position in the Tai Chi form. Now, what we're going to do is simply turn our palms to our body. Okay? Now, the waves, hands, and clouds posture is done from the waist. We're going to do some side-to-side movement, but you notice I can twist through my torso, through my spine, or I can move my hips and move all of this as one piece. That's what I want to do. So if you twist from the hip and let this relax and stay straight, you get a movement like this. Notice it's not very big. I'm not going way around here. It's a very small, compact movement. And nothing up here is moving independently of my hips. Now, the waves hands section is simply an exchange of right for left positions. So we're going to come over until my fingertips clear these fingertips. I'm going to drop down, get back just a little bit so you can see what's going on there. Come out, drop down. I'm going to lift and then tuck back in and relax. Same thing again. Out, exchange, under. A nice soft movement. Now, if we tie that to our hip movement, if we do them simultaneously, we get something like this. Turn, our right hand comes out and around, left hand comes up, right hand tucks under, and we turn back. Left hand swings out, right comes up, left tucks under, and we come back. So you have this very nice circular movement. It's not very big, it's not very showy, but it's very smooth, it's very rhythmic. Make sure your arms stay apart. As humans, we tend to drift in and we get very close all of a sudden. Be sure to stay a little wide, keep that nice pearl position. Make sure your fingers don't cross over each other, and you don't need to come way out off the side. You want to come just enough to get past your fingers. Tai Chi is a very Taoist activity, and the Taoists believe in just enough effort without overdoing it. So just enough to get past your fingertips and come back. Just enough to engage the hips without twisting way out of shape. There's no need for that excess. And that's waves, hands, and cloud, or cloud and mountains, or dragon plays with pearl, or probably any other number of names. The breathing is very simple. In as you go left, out as you go right. So we breathe in and out. In and out. In and out. I personally find that movement extraordinarily calming. I'm not sure why. I have some theories, but they're not based on a lot of truth or facts. I just have some feelings. But I really enjoy that one, both in the Tai Chi form and as a standalone, even standing still, without the sidestepping motion that is endemic to the Tai Chi form. It's a very useful little movement, though. It's everything that Qi Gong is encapsulated. It is circular movement. It is deep breathing. It is relaxing. It is rhythmic. It is large and easy to perform. It's very simple. That rhythm helps calm us, helps slow our breathing. It's just a marvelous piece in and of itself. Cloud and mountains, dragon plays with pearl. That's our one-off for this morning. So, let's go ahead and begin the Qigong, shall we? Lifting the heavens. gazes backwards. Breathe out. Draw bow, shoot tiger. stars fall to earth. Breathe in. Lion wags tail. heavens and earth. He sits on throne. Stamp the earth. Last one. There you are. Well done. Thank you for joining me for this. Thank you for having the strength of will to keep coming back. That's the measure of it, when you keep coming back. Thank you for that. So, tomorrow, back here, 8 a.m. And then Saturday morning, we'll be at the museum. The museum will be closed. We'll be somewhere nearby. Dress for the weather. It's going to be very, very warm out there, although hopefully a little breezy. Make it bearable. And of course, masks. And as always, please take care of yourself. This is self-care. Everything we do that is normal, that is part of our routine, is self-care now. Don't neglect your self-care. Take care of yourself, mentally and physically. Stay safe, be well, and I will see you tomorrow morning.